What's going on, everybody? It's Achilles LBT coming at you with the second half of my Sylvanas build video. And thankfully, not only do we have a fairly decent composition for this team, but we are also being placed on a map where I could actually showcase what this hero can properly do. So the friendly team is the Butcher, Diablo, Jaina, Apather, and myself using Sylvanas against Ethereal, Jaina, Butcher, Zagara, and another Sylvanas. So we have a mirror match in typical matchmaking fashion. So this Butcher's actually showing off. Maybe he knows I'm recording, but at level 1 we're going to be going Barb Shot. Again, if you want a full detail version of this build, just watch the first video if you haven't already. If not, stay right here and we'll just go through it as we go along. So, and naturally the other specialist is bottom lane with us. I actually almost want to peek to see what they picked, just out of curiosity. And they picked With the Wind. What did I say in the first video? Watch the first video and hear what I have to say about that. So, our Jane is going to get taken out. Probably cursed at me for standing there. That was my bad, but, you know, videos aren't going to make themselves. So, basically, I'm just trying to do a little bit of damage here with that. I don't typically send out the Withering Fires the Banshees all that often for offensive purposes. But you can already see how the poison spreads with that dagger ability. Again, you always want to use that dagger ability to initiate, whether you're shooting at heroes or at minions. Sylvanas, the enemy Sylvanas gets taken out. Very good play by that Jaina right there. But yeah. Right now it's recharged. You see that little target lets you know exactly where your Withering Fire is going. And again, you just see how good that and effective the black arrows really are. And again, as I mentioned in the last video, you definitely want to make it a habit of actually pressing your Q rather than holding it down. And this is what I'm talking about right here. Watch this. I just shoot the Banshees out and I can stun the enemy turrets for a second or two, you know? It's just something to be mindful of, just in case, you know? You don't necessarily need to press the action when you do that, but it's just something to keep damage on it and, you know, just to shut them down for a little while. We're not worried about that Sylvanas beneath us necessarily, but definitely just trying to keep damage on the minions and eventually take a little pokes at the enemy heroes. Just wear them down a little bit, and then eventually all of a sudden they're primed to get killed. And our turrets actually do a good job of taking out those 3 spiders for us. And I'm not sure if Jane is actually going for that or not, but either way, she's in a position to make a play. That's for sure. Alright, so it turns out she didn't. Hopefully she doesn't get killed again, which she absolutely does. She was low on health, not sure why she would press that. Some people get a little carried away with Jaina, thinking that she can just do whatever. So at level 4, we're going to go Paralysis to add a longer stun duration to our black arrows. The other Sylvanas is actually trying to open up a wall here, which she successfully does. For a second, we had an Apather supporting us. Would have been nice to actually keep that, but not sure why my Shadow Dagger wasn't coming out there, but we'll make it work. And again, because I picked differently, my Withering Arrows are going to be doing a lot more damage to the minions than the other Sylvanas. Definitely trying to make a move on me here to get a kill. We're going to back out because I'm fairly low on health right now, and it's a long time till I get my fountain back. Not sure what the friendly Jaina was doing, taking so long to come back, but she's on her way there now. We currently have 14 gems. Definitely want to take an opportunity to turn in as soon as I realistically get a chance. I would go for that camp, but I feel like it's still kind of early for this build. Definitely don't want to do that too soon because then it becomes problematic. Even if you get the camp, you're going to be kind of like low health and whatnot. So we should actually be able to pick up this kill on the other Sylvanas. There you go. That's what we want. That's what we want. You see already, like, the burst damage does not take that long to become a factor, depending on how you play. I'm actually going to try and get out of here. We're going to shoot out the Banshees. That's the escapability I was talking about before. You definitely want to have those on deck for situations just like that, where you never know who's going to be, like, lurking around corners. I'm going to pick up 3 more gems, and the Butcher, well, we see a Zagara is still actively inside. We're gonna get her off of that turn because we don't want that. We don't like that. We don't like the enemies turning in. We still, apparently she didn't get the message. We still don't like that. I could just keep doing this all day, really. She's gonna call out a I forgot what the fuck that shit's called, so we're not even gonna attempt to pronounce that. I think it's called a Mutilist, I'm not sure. I still attempted it. I just realized I just reneged on my own word. The other Sylvanas is actually doing a good job of keeping damage on that turret. I can't even take that away from her. And it does one thing that I'm just noticing, that we're kind of in a situation here dealing with two specialists in the same lane, and they both specialize in the same thing, obviously. So that's double the siege damage. It's kind of making up for the fact that the other Sylvanas picked differently. So we're going to go at level 7. We're going to go and save poison. Still waiting for my opportunity to really turn in, but the enemy team does a better job than we do. And hopefully this isn't a sign of things to come, because I have actively called for help now, and nobody has shown up. We're going to put a little more burst on Zagara there to try and get her to back up. Realistically, they're probably going to push this lane in pretty good. Need for help. Bottom.
Give the order.
2 specialists against 1 specialist is definitely not a good look. And I really need for I need my teammates to actually pay attention to what I'm saying before this becomes a problem. So already you see they took out our fountain. And Spider, oh, Web Weaver right there is actually going to go down fairly easily. I'm going to try. You notice, you see that they're exploding now. That's the big thing with your level 7 talent. See, now you're going to start to see these things like dropping like flies, basically. And I have 23 gems on deck, so hopefully I'll actually be able to turn. Be able to turn in. I'm having trouble talking right now, but just to peek our siege damage, we're at 19,000 right now. The enemy Sylvanas is at 25,000. But again, it kind of helps when you have another specialist right next to you, kind of drawing attention. And they're queuing up a lot of targets over there. But that's just a distraction, and I'm well aware of that. And what sucks is that there's effectively nothing I can do about this. Because if I'm not getting help, I'm not getting help. And like 2 specialists down here, I can't do anything against this. I do not have that kind of damage. And Zagara, these 2 heroes are no joke on their own. Put them together, and it's just it's another whole nother animal. So we're gonna briefly get rude. Can I get some help, please? Jesus Christ, man. 2 specialists down here. Like, I cannot deal with this. That is way too much.
Give the order.
Definitely could use a butcher. So at level 10, we're going to be going Wailing Arrow. I don't mean to be rude, but at this point, like, I've asked for help several times. Nobody showed up. Here we go. Now they're going to see what I'm dealing with. We have 2 specialists there. They should be able to keep that kind of pinned down. We'll be able to turn in. Butcher needs to defend this. Alright, finally I was able to turn in. That was actually a really good chain right there by Butch. And we're going to be able to take down the enemy Sylvanas and take down the Peace Towers. Notice all the damage that is coming out now. Like, look how easy that is. And we haven't even gotten Cold Embrace yet. Like, we're not even there yet. And I might actually get taken down. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get taken down. Hold up, I'm going to address this. I need more for 2 specs. That's all. I see you helping. Go. Yeah, like that's the big thing. Like, you have 1 specialist you need to pay attention. 2 specialists is a whole nother animal completely. And you see our siege damage is currently at 34,000. Hopefully the Sylvanas actually stays mid lane. And see, this is even worse. Now they have a Butcher on their side. Like, this is a complete mirror match right here. And honestly, they're just staying together better. Like, let me see what's going on up here. Material's actually doing a good job of keeping everybody's attention over there. I'm going to move up this lane. I don't want a chance going for this camp at all, so I'm not going to. But I am going to at least take out this little mage unit. I should have realistically teleported right there. Looks like the Sylvanas... Oh, this is Zagara. I thought it was Sylvanas. It looks like they might attempt this. Oh, actually, I'm wrong. Okay, not so bad. Do take out the other Sylvanas, though, which is great. Currently down 2 levels. This could admittedly be going a lot better. At least, well, they're actually going to get that camp, and that camp is going to spawn extremely close to our base. I'm not sure how I'm still being hit right there, but at least we're only one level down. We're going to have to make a serious turnaround here because this is not going, like, we have no momentum right now. So at level 13, you want to go Splinter Shot. Now I will be able to hit multiple targets with my Q, which will definitely be handy moving forward. We're leveling up. Both sides are leveling up kind of fast, but I guess I'm not surprised because, you know, they have 2 specialists, so they have 2 really good XP soakers. And you see how much we put, you see how much burst damage we put on that Jaina right there. Definitely had to back away. If not, that was going to be an easy kill for us. Definitely going to have to make something happen here because this is not working. The way this game is going, it's definitely not looking like it's going to end up like being a win for us. So I'm actually going to rotate down to the bottom lane to help our web weaver out a little bit. See if we could kind of push this butcher back before he really gets going. But there is 2 targets, so that could be a bit of an issue. Almost want to shoot a wailing arrow, but it will really do nothing right there. It'd be kind of a waste. And again, we have 4 players in the top lane right now. I'm really not sure what the game plan is with the teammates right now, but the spacing is an issue. 100% the spacing is an issue. You see how easy that was right there. I didn't even have to do anything. Apparently Diablo has a bunch of gems, so we're actually going to try and stay close. Put some burst damage on Tyrael. That's really not going to do anything because he's tanky. At least for my character, he's tanky. But we're still soaking XP, and it looks like there's a big brawl going down by the turn-in. I'm actually going to try and move ahead with my team. Butcher does a good job of taking that down. I'm actually going to try and pick these gems up so I could turn in as well. And oh, I see Diablo has 51 gems. Jesus Christ. We're not going to be able to get the boss unless Jaina initiates. Hopefully they know that. Diablo actually... Okay, Jaina wasn't aware that if you just initiate this fight first, it stays. Which I'm really hoping this doesn't backfire, but we are committed to this. Hopefully the enemy team did not see us go here, but we do have three enemies down at the moment, and I really hate these fucking tornadoes because they really do a good job of keeping me back. We were able to get the boss, thankfully, so we're actually going to stay with our team here. This is really looking like it's not going to be a lane pushing game. I'm really going to have to focus more on hero damage more than anything, which I was trying not for that to be the case, but it is what it is. This build gets the job done all around, so I'm definitely not worried about not being viable. So at level 16, you want to go Cold Embrace. This is definitely where the hero damage is actually going to start being a factor, now that I mention it. Butcher should be able to finish that, but we should be all right here. Definitely going to help that out. I have a slow on me right now. Pretty sure I could pick up these gems without dying, and I could. Tyrael's actually extremely out of position right now if somebody wants to pick him up. I don't think it should be me, though, because I am very low health. Luckily, we have a Jaina over there. Going to move down and try and help us out if our Jaina does not get taken out first, which, thankfully, because of the Butcher, will not be the case. So there goes another kill. All right. Starting to turn it around now. Thankfully. Rough start. It was a rough start. We're definitely like coming together now that we're staying grouped everywhere. I guess now that I'm running with them. All right. Well, we'll see where this goes. Gonna initiate with our dagger again. You definitely want to initiate on both sides. You don't just want to initiate on heroes. You want to initiate on structures as well. And this is actually a bad spot, so we're actually gonna put a silence on everybody right there. They did the same thing, as you can see, right back to us. Hopefully our team actually made it out. They got the Sylvanas, which is very good. And they get the double on Jaina. That's actually a triple kill. Jesus. That's awesome. Nice job by the team actually pulling it through. Looking right now.
I'm listening.
We are no longer in the lead. Abathur kind of stealing our thunder here. This motherfucker. But we're actually doing fairly decent across the board. And now I actually think it's a good time to take this camp. We already lost all those gems, so there's really nothing we can do about that. But now we're at a point where getting these camps is a good idea. Especially when we have our tank helping us out on it. But look how fast I just melted right through these guys. that's exactly what this build is good for. Like,
Mercenaries could be of use.
there's this shit is not, it's not in question at all. Like, you get exactly what you need out of this build, and again, not just with siege, but you start to get it with hero damage as well, especially in the late game, which we are just about at right now, coming up on 15 minutes. So, see a bunch of targets there in the middle. I'm gonna actually wait this out and see what Diablo wants to do. Okay, it looks like he wants to fight, so we're definitely gonna help him out. And this could be bad. And it definitely was bad. That's unfortunate. That Jaina just placed that at the perfect spot. Maybe in hindsight it would have been better if we just turned in, but hindsight is 20/20. So, hopefully that doesn't actually come back to bite us. That was actually a really, really big momentum stopper for them. I haven't really seen Abathur all that much. Yeah, same. That's not to say Abathur's not doing his job. Clearly he is with the numbers he's putting up, but we should be able to melt through this. Well, if I make it for alive in time, we should be able to melt right through this Web Weaver wave coming up here. We'll see how this goes. Oh, typed that wrong. And our Diablo is actually in trouble right now. Not sure why the Butcher felt the need to charge into that, but I mean, you got to cut your losses, man. If your teammate's going to die and he's surrounded, you got to just let him go. You gain nothing by trying to save him in a situation where there's absolutely no way to save him, and then you get traded as well. There's no good that can come of that. This Jaina is actually starting to like do a very good job. The other Jaina, I mean, very good job of catching me with that ability right there, and that's something you definitely do not want to take any damage from. So we're actually going to rotate top. Level 20, we're going to pick Fury of the Storm. And we're going to get even more spread. You see all those numbers just pop up. It is so easy. So easy to take out these waves. Actually going to back up. Just notice our core is being attacked. We should actually be able to clear this as long as nobody kind of gets close to us. Going to put some Banshees over there on them. That wave will be taken out relatively easily. And now we finally have a top hat. He should actually be able to... Oh, that was a good escape. That was a very good escape. I'm actually not in range just yet to actually land that. But, oh, if Diablo would have committed. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. God, if Diablo would have committed on that, that would have been such a big kill on that Zagara. Especially with all the gems she had. We're definitely going to get off to a good lead on the turn-ins right here because we have to address this situation developing up here. You see, every time you see that extra 500 damage pop up on a minion, that's Fury of the Swarm right there. That's Fury of the Swarm doing its job. Very good talent. Very good talent. Not sure what everybody wants to do. It seems like everybody's hesitating right now as far as what they want to do.
Of course.
Not sure why, but... Oh, shit. This could be bad. And we're just going to be able to set this up for Diablo should he be able to get it. That was a very, very, very good play by the Butcher. Very unfortunate for the friendly team. As soon as I saw it, I already knew it was curtains. God damn it. They're going to grab boss. This could be bad. This could be bad, but hopefully it's not. Definitely 100% they're grabbing boss right now. Abathur really can't do anything about any of this. Big argument. 14-3 at the moment. 86,000 siege. The other Sylvanas is definitely having a great game right now. But also has a better team playing around her. Like, they actually are making better plays, and we're kind of feeling the effects of that. We've really only played... Realistically, this team has only played a good for 5 minutes of this damn near 20 minutes that this game has been going on. We've only had a good burst for 5 minutes, so that's definitely showing on the momentum side. We have only one keep, which we're about to lose. They still have 3 keeps and a fort, so it's not looking good. I'm going to try our best, though. Never out of game. Never out of game. The boss should be relatively easy, but our teammates are going for the kill. Thankfully, they got the kill.
I will never stop fighting. Never.
Gonna get that vulnerable on the boss. Wear him down a little bit, withering fire. And just keep putting damage on him. Should not take that long to take him out. And as you see, it doesn't. Gonna put some more damage on that Tyrael. And we're gonna put an arrow. That was a waste. They actually did not need that. Definitely want to focus down the water elementals from Jaina. Like, if not, they become really, really troublesome. We should actually be able to wipe the team with this if we play this right. And, okay, we were able to get away. Scoop up these gems. And there goes our last target, our Zagara. Whoa, this is a lot of targets. Definitely want to step up here if I can just keep clicking away. Because Zagara sees us, and she's definitely trying to take us out, which is the absolute right play. But this might be GG's for us. It definitely will be. That's unfortunate. Oh, that's upsetting. That's really, really upsetting. But that's the game you play when you solo queue. You don't always get the best situations going. This was an absolute great map for Sylvanas. Unfortunately, we got paired up against another Sylvanas and a Zagara, two players that play the same role, and they were allowed free reign to do exactly whatever they wanted to do for a good 10 minutes. And granted, I did have Jaina with me there, but a specialist can match a DPS hero in damage for at least the first half of the game. They have no trouble, and they can do it. They can kind of do it from farther away than the range characters at times. Especially a Zagara can definitely outrange a lot of heroes. And Jaina is not tanky, obviously. She's a squishy, so she was definitely making herself a viable target, and they took her out a few times. I mean, as you see, she died 10 times. That takes a toll after a while. And granted, the end game, I was down by a lot to the other Sylvanas on the siege damage, but as you can see, kind of proving my point with my build, that changed in a matter of maybe 5 minutes. I wasn't keeping the exact track of it, but that changed in virtually like a matter of 5 minutes. And that just shows you, like, when you have the openings, you have the opportunity to really do something and make some noise, the build will not fail you at all. So again, no hero is good enough by itself to wipe out a stronger team with a stronger game plan and stronger team play. That's just the unfortunate reality of this game. You can't win them all. So to go over the build one last time, at level 1, you want to go Barb Shot. At level 4, you want to go Paralysis. At level 7, you want to go Unstable Poison. At level 10, you want to go Wailing Arrow. Level 13, you want to go Splinter Shot. Level 16, you want to go Cold Embrace. Level 20, you want to go Fury of the Storm to edge it out. Again, you're upping your damage against minions at 1. You're increasing your paralysis effect. You're increasing your stun, basically, on the same minions at level 4. At level 7, you basically, anything you kill with the black arrows explodes and adds splash damage. So you're clearing out waves that much faster. Level 10, you have your viable heroic that silences enemies. Level 13, you have a second shadowy figure that comes out and shoots at a second target with your Qs. At level 16, you have your dagger. You give your dagger the ability to make opponents vulnerable, and it spreads around so everybody becomes vulnerable. And then finally, at level 20, you add an extra wave of spread burst damage. So again, I would definitely advise people that may be seeing this to give this build a try, see how it turns out. Again, the build itself will work, but it cannot compensate for a bad game plan. So again, I want to thank everybody for watching, whoever's watching this video. I appreciate all the support as always. This is Achilles LBT. As always, that's Achilles with the Z. Remember it.